The Ottawa Senators will be without RFA Shane Pinto after the forward was suspended by the NHL for gambling violations. Hey everyone, Rob Wong, joined alongside by Postmedia hockey columnist Bruce Garrioch, who has been all over the breaking news that Ottawa Senators center Shane Pinto could miss as many as 41 games for activities relating to sports wagering. Bruce, there seems to be many layers to this situation. How did Pinto and the Senators get to today?
Well, I think if the National Hockey League had found any evidence that Shane Pinto bet on hockey, then I think he would have been out of the league for good. I really believe, Rob, what happened here was an online betting company that is partners with the National Hockey League noticed some unusual activity on Shane Pinto's online betting account and flagged it. And they contacted the National Hockey League and asked them to conduct an investigation because, that there's not only the integrity of the game in the National Hockey League, there's also the integrity that these betting sites are supposed to carry. And I think while the NHL clearly didn't find anything in its investigation that Pinto had bet on hockey, there was some kind of impropriety there that they felt was serious enough that they had to suspend him for 41 games. As I said to someone today, Rob, I think that Shane Pinto should be pleased that he got off with 41 games.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you mentioned, we've seen in other sports, most notably a guy like Pete Rose in baseball, more recently Calvin Ridley in the NFL, betting on your own sports can have some pretty dire consequences as far as your playing career goes. So, where do the Senators and Pinto now go from here, Bruce? He is still without a contract. Could he still potentially play this season, whether it's for the Senators or somewhere else?
Well, I think what's going to happen is he'll head back to the University of North Dakota and train with them for a little bit. Just try to, I would assume that coming here, Rob wouldn't be productive. He'd be in the spotlight. He's a suspended player. I would think he'll spend, maybe the next 6 weeks at UND, then maybe sometime in mid-December, come to Ottawa and sign a contract in January. He's not eligible to come back until January 21st against Philadelphia Flyers. So that's a pretty lengthy stretch because the suspension is retroactive to the start of the season. I look at his situation and I say, on January 21st, he hasn't got a hope that he'll be ready to play in the National Hockey League. His next stop is going to be the American Hockey League. I mean, he's going to have to go to Belleville to play. Is he going to have to go to Belleville for a month? I don't know. But he's going to have to go to Belleville for a while to try to get his game together. Do I think he'll play for the Ottawa Senators again? Yeah, I do. 100% I do. But this is going to be very interesting to watch. And he's not only hurt his reputation and his credibility, he's cost himself a lot of money in the process.
Well, there's still a lot of meat left on the bone of this story for sure. For all of Bruce Senators and NHL coverage, you can find his work at Postmedia.